This is the second video she abused me on. Oh, stop abusing me.
Babe, I'm helping you and you're idiot.
What dying? You know, men are dying in silence here.
Okay guys, welcome back. We are going to continue with the 10 things that have, okay, it's not the other 5 things, but the whole holistic video is the 10 things. Okay, so now the 5 other things that have contributed to us staying together for 5 years.
Before we get on with the video, don't forget to follow us on our social media handles below and subscribe to our channel.
Okay, so the last one you talked about in the previous video was compromise. If you missed that video, please go and watch it. The video will be linked in the description box. I'm not gonna put it up there because you might just get distracted and then go watch that video and then not come back on this one. But if you wanna go on the and like whatever, just go. Yeah, just click there where he pointed. Because I'm going on a rant now. Okay guys, anyways, okay guys, so the next one after compromise for me would be support. Babe, what do you feel support is in a relationship? How would you explain support to our housemates?
Sorry, this is gonna be good. Well, this looks weird. Well, I think support is just I don't know how to explain this, guys, but it's just like being there to like try and get the best out of your partner. If your partner wants to do something, let me just make an example because I can't explain it. Say there's this business idea that Dumi has. Support wouldn't be just saying go ahead and do it. It would be asking her the questions that will help that business idea either come to fruition, and if it comes to fruition, being there every step of the way to like make sure it happens. Also, not just being there like, you go babe, you can do it. If something is going wrong, being able to say like, but then you could have done this better, do it like this and you could have better results. That's what I think support is. Not always just like being rosy and like just like egging someone on. It's just like being a partner for them in everything that they want to do.
Being present and being reliable. Someone like relationship, you should be that person that your partner can count on. Like they know that if something happens, they can call you and you answer. If something goes wrong, you're the first person that they can think of that's gonna be like there to actively assist. And support, like it's quite a broad, it covers a lot of things, but it's just like basically what he said, supporting your partner through everything, like ideas they come up with, like just daily life, supporting them through like sad things, through exciting things, because there's a lot of things that happen in people, like in a person's life that they go through. So knowing that you have a partner that's going to support you through all of those things is like what makes a relationship also stable. Yeah. The next one is very important, guys. This is very important, and this has made a lot of relationships fail. Communication. Communication is key in a relationship survival.
Yeah. You know, one thing that comes to mind when you say that Bible verse that says don't go to bed angry.
Yeah, don't go to bed angry. Like communication is so, and it's not only about fights, because people think, okay, no, it's only important to communicate when there are fights and stuff. Like, but if you think about it, fights happen because there was no prior communication. But if you consistently make it a point to communicate in the relationship, then you know, okay, you know what things your partner is not happy about because they've communicated with you beforehand that, okay, I don't like this, or I'm not comfortable with this, or this is what I like, this is what I dislike, those kind of things. Those are the things that you have to communicate at the start of the relationship for the relationship to last. And yes, in fighting as well, it's important to use your words, like, and be very clear about what are you angry about or what's frustrating you. Like, it's help me.
I think open communication, like
Being able
like,
to
think
even say
about it.
help me because you're stuck. Like,
But
yeah.
think about it, babe. Like, I think open communication is like even. It's like when you the important thing about communication is that you're able to speak to your partner without feeling like you're going to be judged, looked down upon, or have a negative sentiment after you're communicating what you had to communicate.
One is
Yeah, editing the second part.
no third parties.
Sure.
No fucking third parties. Beat me on that. But no third parties. And by third parties, I don't mean only cheating, because a lot of people like instantly go to cheating. Cheating should not even be something that we are discussing in relationships. A relationship should not have third parties in terms of cheating, but I mean third parties in terms of like your relationship in itself. Like, you don't want people here coming in with their opinions when it comes to your relationship. So when we started dating, I made because I knew I wanted this relationship to last. I love this. Like, I was like, okay, this is getting serious. I love this man. Okay, so one thing I decided, that thing of like, as girls that we do, I don't know about guys, but as girls we do this, and guys do it as well, because he used to do it and annoyed me so much. Like, going to your friends for opinions. Like, your friends don't share your relationship. They're not there with you guys every day. They don't share your conversations about everything. But as soon as something goes wrong, or there's something that now there must be third parties coming in with their 2 cents. I personally think that's like one thing that's good, that affects a relationship negatively. So that's why I decided very, very early in our relationship not to share stuff about our relationship that can be resolved between the two of us. And
third parties also third parties also involve family.
Yeah, even family as well.
Because to be honest, when we were about to do the lobola negotiations and get married, one thing I was really afraid of, and like I'll actually be honest about it, was that now family members will
feel like
they have a right
to have a 2 cents in our relationship, which is something I have zero tolerance for.
When you're with your partner, you want people to respect the relationship. It's not nice next thing they're saying, oh, do me, lolo, and or Sunday,
now this is baby, now isn't this the Sunday so that made you cry the other day? And that time,
like things,
because also people like blowing things out of proportion, and people will always remember the best things. So even if it was not that bad, people will find a way to blow it out of proportion.
And also people take
so
it
it's
from
better to deal with things
internally, because people also take things from a different perspective, because they don't understand the
personal experiences,
dynamics of your relationship.
So number 9, the next one is trust. Guys, trust is very important in a relationship. Like, you can't come with your historical baggage into the relationship and now start every time someone uses that phone, you're like, let me see who's that you're texting. Like, you have to trust your partner enough to know that they're being genuine to you. But it's not only about being faithful, it's also about you have to with finances, with so many things.
I think trust, the biggest thing is also being able to take your partner's word for it, not just about money and things like that. Just if your partner says X is going to be X. You know what I mean? You have to be able to trust that if your partner says something else and then it doesn't become that, then it's a problem. Guys, I think these things that we're doing, I don't think they're ranked actually in a particular order. It's not like just,
yeah, because I think
Yeah,
that equally important. I think like let's just say like our top 10 list, like that's not ranked in a particular order. It's just
there's
like
10 things that the first
those
things that popped
the
up to our
10
head.
things that are very important for a relationship. Like,
The last one,
but
the
not
last
least.
one, but really not least. God really has to be the foundation of your relationship. When me and Dumi met, we were at different places spiritually, and like in the 5 years, something else that has brought us closer is actually our relationship, our love relationship journey is also, it's been growing with our spiritual journey as well. And I also think all the things that we're speaking about, trust, communicating, having love, if you don't have God, if you do not know God, and God is not the center of your relationship, then you are not going to be able to have any of those good things as well. Guys, thanks for listening to our TED Talk.
Yeah, thank you for tuning into our tech talk. I hope that was very helpful and you got to know better about us and the things that we find very important. Of course, there is like, if we were to go in deep, like we would go in for hours and hours. If you guys feel like we should, then you put it in the comment section. Maybe we'll do a live video or something like that. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. But tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friends to support us, to subscribe. We'll keep bringing the bomb as content.
And if you ran into this video before you saw part 1, at the end of this video there'll be a link to part 1. So please go and watch part 1 before you watch this one.
Okay guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you, housemaids.